I'm 42, I have no kids, I'm not married, and I live alone. And yeah, sometimes life gets a little bit empty feeling. So if you feel the same way, like you're just kind of going through the motions day to day, stick with me. This video is for you. I'm going to share 5 different tips that help me personally get back to finding more meaning in life. Now, I didn't hit rock bottom, I wasn't falling apart. Life just felt flat, like it lost all of its color. And I didn't even realize how long I had been carrying that emptiness for until I started to do these little things to help kind of turn it around. Now, these are not quick fixes. I promise you, though, they are real and they help me feel like a man with purpose again. So let's get right into these tips. There's 5 of them, and I put them in no particular order. So, number 1 might be just as important as number 5 to you, and vice versa. So, tip number 1, add some structure to your day. And I'm definitely not talking about becoming some productivity machine. Just give it a shape. Set a time that you eat dinner, set a time that you eat breakfast, maybe when you go for your morning walk, etc. Without structure, the day just tends to fill up with these mundane, meaningless tasks. And then at the end of the day, you look back and you didn't even do anything. Too many of those days in a row leads to life feeling empty. Building some rhythm into your day gives you at least the illusion that you're steering the wheel some, at least a little. All right. Tip number 2, join a community. This is so important. Not just to kill time and fill up your day, but to actually connect with people, like minded people that share very similar values or interests. But here's the thing, I want you to contribute. Okay. That's the key. Be the person that the group relies on for something. It gives you some meaning, it gives you some purpose to show up to these events. For me, it was the gym. For you, it might be a hiking group, a running group, church, Dungeons and Dragons, whatever it is. Be an individual in that group that other people count on and rely on. It will give you meaning. All right, tip number 3, self reflection and defining your end state. Most of us are just grinding endlessly day to day with no idea where the hell we're going. What type of man do you want to be? What type of life do you want to live? It takes reflection. This answer is not going to come overnight. It's something you have to purposefully set time aside to think about. Journal it, talk it out, walk with it, sit with it, that thought process until you can come up with a picture in your head, an end state. It gives your day to day action some purpose because you're moving towards a destination, not just floating through life day to day. Tip number 4, make memories. And I'm not talking about just passing time. I'm talking about the memories that really matter, the kind that hit you in the chest when you think about them. Take your dad on a fishing trip, go on a vacation with your nephews, etc. Things like that, things that really matter. Because when you're old, money is going to be gone. All you're going to have is memories to withdraw from your bank endlessly. So the more memories you make, the more you'll be able to withdraw when you're old and no longer able to create more memories. It takes intention, right? It means that fishing trip with your dad might not just happen on its own. It means you're going to have to pick up the phone. You're going to have to call your dad and say, hey, what are you doing this week of this month? Let's go fishing. You have to be intentional to make it happen. And that gives your day-to-day purpose. You know, at least today might be boring, tomorrow might be boring, but I got that fishing trip with my dad, right? These are the things that push you forward and give you a reason to continue. Lastly, tip number 5, build something of your own, whether it's with your mind or your 2 hands. A side business, like a side hustle, fix up an old truck, write a book, etc. At the end, you'll have this product that is a reflection of how much time you put into this, how much dedication you put into this thing that you created. You're leaving your fingerprints on the world. And it's kind of cool because you can look back at it and say, that gave me purpose for that amount of time, right? Like, say every Tuesday evening you go and you fix up your old truck and it takes a year, 6 months, whatever. You can look back. There's my Tuesday evenings. That's what I did with my Tuesday evenings for a year or for 6 months. It gives you a sense of accomplishment instead of If you had not done something like that, say you just sat on the couch, a year from now, are you gonna remember what you did all those Tuesday evenings? Probably not. So if life is feeling a little empty right now, I get it. It's not something that's going to change overnight, but with time, a little structure, the right people, making memories, building something that's yours and yours alone, it gives you meaning and purpose to continue the day to day, right? It makes it a little less mundane. So, if you have any tips about how to find purpose and meaning in life, I would love to hear them. So, please comment them below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, share with your friends. And I think you should check out this video because I'm pretty sure it's right up your alley.